Namaste and hello to everyone. I am Pooja Sonowal. I'm working as a research assistant at National Museum, New Delhi. Today, on the occasion of International Museum Day, I take this opportunity to talk on the topic related to ICOM's theme of Museum for Equality, Diversity and Inclusion. So I'll be sharing a few views, some perspectives and a few thoughts on the topic. That is lesser known museums of Assam, an all-inclusive approach. Before I start, I would like to thank Abhijna Museum for providing us this virtual platform to be a part of the International Museum Day. So, museums are built around subjects that represent a community's ethnic traditions, their past, the history of a particular person, and tells the story of various rituals and practices which were practiced in the past and which relates us to the present prevailing customs and practices. A character of diversity in itself is present in the type of museums of Assam, which reflects the ethnic customs, their traditions, and religious belief of this place, and for which these many museums in the state are committed to preserve the historical, indigenous, socio-cultural, political, and community-based traditional identity of the region. Some of the museums are formally made as an initiative of the government of Assam, while others are born at the initiative of a community, a tribe, or sometimes born out of a personal collection. These meaningful museums with different themes and concepts, along with their aims and objectives, are found in every part of the state, both in the rural areas as well as the urban areas, and are resource centers holding various repositories of artifacts, including visuals and narratives, which represent the rich heritage, the rich history of a region. Some of the museums are also exclusively dedicated to the use and making of traditional art forms of various communities of Assam. Other than the big and popular museums in the state, there are some lesser known museums of Assam which carries a distinct character of inclusiveness and diversity. Altogether, the existence of these museums represent the socio-cultural and the historical harmony of a particular region. A few examples of these kind of museums are the Bordwa Museum in Nagaon, the Padbaki Hotra Museum, the other Hotra museums of Majuli, and there is the Kamakhya Temple Museum. Community museums such as the Lasit Borfukan Museum in Jorhat, the Tayahom Museum in Sibsagar, Buddhist museums in Namphake, Naharkotia, and the Nilima Borwa Folk Art Museum in Dhubri. There are museums which are dedicated to important people, such as the late Gopinath Bordole Memorial Museum, Jyoti Prasad Agarwala Memorial Museum, or the Poki Museum in Tejpur. Then we have Uncle Robin's Children Museum in Nagaon, the Moria Rural Museum, Uttaran Museum, and we have the Mayo Museum in Morigaon, and there is another museum called the Treasured Wheels or the Vintage Car Museum. Then there is the Rabha Hasong Museum and Bamboo Museum. These are some kinds of small museums that we have in Assam. These museums have their own identity and have been involved in preserving and narrating tales of a wondrous past as well as the present. They have included the lesser known but equally important ethos of the past to be displayed in the modern times to a different society. Most of these museums were born with the sole effort of a community to represent themselves as an important part of the bigger cultural heritage of Assam. As mentioned, we have for example, the Vaishnavite Satra group of museums, which have sincerely preserved the Satra culture of Assam. However, in addition to this, Kamakhya Temple Museum is a reflection of the Sakti cult that was prevalent in this region from historical period. Here, there are many artifacts such as stone sculptures, manuscripts, and the swords that were used for the sacrificial purpose, and they are displayed. Altogether, these museums are representation of varied religious identity, diversified cultural past of a region. These museums have successfully preserved the age-old cultural and religious artifacts associated with the past traditions and customs. With the passage of time, since a major reformation and a change has happened in this in the religious practices, therefore taking a glance in one of these museums provide a whole new experience of learning and seeing the past in contrast to today's changing time. Similarly, museums such as the Lasit Borphukan Museum, Namphake Buddhist Museum, Rabha Hassan Museum, these community-based museums are exclusively depicting the artifacts related to a particular community. These museums are a distinct place which carries the legacy and identity of a particular group or a community, and they represent it through their collection of objects. Another type of a very new museum is the Demoria Rural Museum, which represents a picture of the rural livelihood. Uncle Robin's Museum and the Uttaran Jadughar are again a different category of museum which has a vast collection of objects that are used in everyday life and even objects that represent the natural history. Then there is another museum called the Treasured Wheels, which I mentioned earlier. This is the only museum in Assam which is dedicated to vintage vehicles. All such museums have been a result of a community's involvement or a personal passion and involvement in creating a spatial space to include them in the broader cultural heritage forum. It tells the story of a man the world over and how humanity has survived in its environment over the years. These museums houses things that are created by nature and by man, and in our modern society, it houses the cultural soul of a nation. Actually, all these museums, they present a holistic picture of inclusiveness of one's community by collecting and representing a place or a tribe's history, their diversity, customs, historical events, and the various forms of art and craft that they practice. Most importantly, these lesser known museums show us how to protect and take care of our evidences of the rich cultural past, so that it is beneficial for our future generations and so that they are able to know about them, study them, and be attached to their roots. Another aspect of inclusiveness from the point is that the early museums were elitists, and as we all know, they only encouraged the educated people to visit them. The general public were excluded, but today the museums are much friendlier and their doors are open to everyone. The footfalls in the museums are increasing day by day all over the world. Similarly, the museums of Assam have also joined hands with the others. The lesser known museums of the state are becoming popular with each passing day. Though these museums are not specialized with modern technicalities of a modern museum, yet they have survived to fulfill the greater purpose of a museum, that is to collect, preserve, narrate and communicate to the public about the historical past, their traditions, rituals, and their art and values. These museums house some of the finest example of community's glorious past. For example, we have the Mayo Museum, which is in Morrigaon district, that displays some of the manuscripts believed to hold the secret of black magic. The nature of these lesser-known museums of Assam, if studied properly, reflects a diverse and inclusive idea which is used as a tool to develop these small setups of educational cultural institutions in the state, which in return makes a place worth living and worth visiting. To conclude my talk, I would like to request everyone that when the world goes back to being normal once again and the museum open their welcoming doors for everyone, let us all try and visit these lesser known museums, which are the storehouse of some great historical edifice and extraordinary art pieces. that tells about one's cultural past, the history, the ethnicity, the richness of a community. Let us make people aware about them and include them amongst the broader genre of the term museum. Till then, everyone, keep healthy and stay safe. Prayers for everyone. Thank you so much.